My name is Barbara Sedgwick-Billimoria.
And I'm Neville Billimoria.
My title is a career counselor. I work for my own company called Launchpad Career Counselors.
And I'm a Senior Vice President and Chief Advocacy Officer at Mission Federal Credit Union here in San Diego.
Well, my main responsibilities as a career counselor is that I meet with individuals and I provide psychological assessments that test individuals' personality, interests, and values as they relate to career development. And then what I do is very carefully, through my communication skills, weave those together to create an educational or vocational plan for that individual.
So my focus is on membership and marketing. So I take all the communication theory that I learned here and apply it in a real world setting for a not-for-profit credit union. So it's about growing the brand, enhancing the member experience, adding real value back in the community, because we do a lot of community partnering.
I would say that when I first graduated from UCSD, I was really anomalous. I had no idea how I was going to take the skills that I learned and apply them to the world of work. And my first job was working in professional sales, and I did that for many years. And the good news is I made a great living. The bad news is that I hated absolutely every single minute of it. But in retrospect, I wouldn't be where I am today if I didn't have that business background. And so me, it was really a system of trial and error that got me to where I am today. But then after I had worked for several years, I decided I had to go back and further my education to be able to be of service to others.
I didn't know, and one of the good things that the Comm and the UCSD experience as an undergrad gave me was these kind of metacognitive thinking skills and so on. The bad news is vocation, I had no clue what I wanted to do, and so I fell into roles, and by successive approximation, i.e. trying something that either worked or worked sorter, and it kept moving to the thing that was closer and closer to what I was passionate about, what I was committed to, and what made me feel like I made a difference. And so, yeah, I wish I had the career counseling that she offers today when I was a comm major, because 40% of UCSD grads are social scientists. People don't realize that. It's the largest group, but we tend to take longer because we don't know what we want. And then once we get out, we sometimes have to find our way, and that takes time and money too. So the earlier we can get some clarity about what really is our reason for being and what we intend to do with our degree, not what our parents wanted us to do, not what we kind of saw and thought we wanted to do, but we genuinely can come to understand with evidence-based data, I think is useful, because it's a shortcut to getting you to where you need to be.
For sure.
Well, I'd like to invite all Comm undergrads, grads, and even alumni to give some thought to what their experience was like, and if it was awesome, figure out ways to pay it forward. And if it was not awesome, figure out ways to re-engage so that you can make it awesome for the people that follow. I think my UCSD time was a privilege, and I feel a personal obligation to give back to UCSD, not because I have to, but because I choose to. Being a Triton is part of who I am, and like Intel inside, you could, on your PC, this is Triton inside. So that would be my final calling, would be say, think about how you can make a difference, and then don't just think about it, go do it. Don't just think differently, act differently.
I think what I would say to UCSD students, and in particular communication students, is for them to take the time to really look deep within yourself and find out what your passions really are, and to go forward with those passions, even if you feel that there may not necessarily be a vocational outcome. Because chances are, if you have a passion and you follow it, there will be a vocational application for it. And so that's what I would encourage people to do. And also, like Neville said, in terms of just experiencing every single last drop that you can from UCSD. It is such a beautiful experience, such a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity opportunity. And so experience everything that you possibly can. You can sleep later. There's no reason to sleep. Just go and experience it all and have a blast at UCSD. I love UCSD, and I met my beautiful husband there. So, I mean, what else could I say about a great department and a great school? Yay, UCSD!